Wow, wow, wow. We are live. It's it's an exciting day today. I'm telling you, this is Life and Living It with Sandra, and I have an amazing guest with me. And I'm going to bring her on so that she can introduce herself. I hope everybody is doing awesome today, I believe. All right, stay tuned. All right. Okay, bringing Rose back. All right, this is Life and Living It. And I have an amazing, amazing woman with me today. And this is Rose Nunya Wetsi. And for those watching us, this is Sandra at Life and Living It. And you are going to have a wonderful time today, I'm telling you. Rose.
Hello.
All right. Rose is joining us live, and she is streaming in from Accra, Ghana, and I'm streaming in from the state of Delaware right here in the United States. It's amazing that we have technology that will enable us to meet for such a time as this. So Rose, you can go ahead and give us a brief introduction of yourself.
Hello, people. Hi, lovelies. My name is Rose Nunya Wetsi from Ghana, AFROKINKS. We have a brand, which is AFROKINKS. We have a salon, and we are promoting natural hair. We are saying go natural, use natural hair products that have natural ingredients. And it's a good thing to have our own African kiki hair growing. Yeah. So just a little bit about AfroKinks and what we are doing here in Ghana.
Wow. Amazing, amazing. And I just wanted to make sure that I shared the video to all the platforms. Rose, I'll send it to your WhatsApp so that if you want to put it in any group, you can as well. And while we do that, enjoy the music. We will be right, we are right here actually. You can go ahead, share the video if you can, because I tell you, today is going to be an inspiring moment. And
The Nigerian song, oh yeah.
this is Life and Living It again. Rose, I am very pleased to have you on this show. And I do this show to kind of inspire people to understand that in this world, that if you operate in the gift that God has given you, that is the only way that you will shine and be all that God created you to be. And just a little background, Rose and I, we went to the same high school together.
Yeah.
Never did I know that she would be doing this. So that's what I'm saying. You have to understand that the times that we live in, it's not about what you think that is going to make you money, but it's about following your truth and you know what God has put on the inside of you. And if you are watching us, I want to say welcome again to Life and Living It. I can see everybody who is watching us. Let us know where you are watching us from. If you are watching this on a replay, you can do hashtag replay. And thank you so much. I have my mother-in-law watching us. She said, "Good afternoon, my beautiful ladies. Good afternoon, ma." Always, 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 always on point. All right. So even Rose, before we talk about Afro Kings, which you can see from her background, um, you know that she does. She is the boss chick of.
Oh dear, that's a responsibility. It means I have to do more.
You know, of Africans. Rose, tell us a little bit about, you know, where you grew up and even how you ended up, we all ended up in St. Mary's in Polygonal. How was growing up like? Were you always the kind of person who knew that you will always have your business, or were you the kind of person who thought that, I will grow up and get a job and work for somebody until I retire?
Oh, well, not at all. But the inspiration came when I was young. My mom has a very long hair. To cut everything short, she would never visit the salon. I'll be the one to use the cream, the chemical, to retouch her hair. And she would go like, why won't you do hairdressing? Then my mind will tell me, oh, as at that time, would be like, oh, hairdressing is not strong. I still remember that phrase, that's strong. So this was the passion that was within. She never visited the salon. I would roll it without any teaching. I see what people do in the salons, and I'll be the one to do it for her at home. So that's the inborn built passion. Now, right after school, after SHS, right to training, it was still in there. On campus, I would style people's hair. I'm always an MC to a program. I'll do my own makeup. And as time went on, after all that, I worked. I'm still working. I'm teaching at Kolebu. So I'm doing two things at the same time. It's not been easy. So when I started work, I decided to, upgrade myself in the braiding. So I remember Auntie Alice, she was the first motivator. I went to learn how to braid, twist, and all that. I didn't complete. I had to run away because it was too tedious. I can't manage to be an apprentice and all that. But I just caught it and I started working. I was invited to London, and that was what I did during the holiday jobs like you were doing when you were in uni. You go work and come back. So I found the passion in that, and I decided to, why not, make it go extra. So I was actually doing hair for free for people. They would love it. Some would say, why won't you take it further? To cut it short, my big brother invested in me. We got the salon, and it wasn't easy because it was family life, combining family life, working as a full-time tutor, and you have a side job. So first 5 years wasn't easy. But what happened was that because I was teaching, I had, when students are on vacation, it means that I will have to be full-time in the salon. That was when, after years, I had to go natural. So it means that within a split of 5 years, the salon was still on. Then I knew that we had to go natural because most of my clients, before I went to school and came back, most of my clients had gone natural. Wow. I decided to go natural because I had several complications using the synthetic relaxer. So that was the eye opener, to go natural, to use our own ingredients sourced in Ghana. We have a lot of shea butter. We have oils. We have the hemp oil that people call wheat that grows here. So I did my own formulation and started using it. So I had alopecia here. In fact, my hair was thinning because I think I had a sensitive scalp. And most women, when you take 10 women, you have about 75 or let's say 80 having sensitive scalp. I ask myself, where from this, the prolonged use of these chemicals that bring out these? Your hair becomes thin And you're not lucky when you already have a thin hair and you are relaxing the hair. And a lot of chemicals go into relaxers. It's funny, we have to say it point blank, they are not good for our hair type. So with the use of the oils, I started growing, and then I sold a couple of them to my clients. So that was when it started. Why not make it bulk? I'll show you the little oil that I started with, and then we'll share that. When you look at the branding, nothing, no branding, but we were selling, it was working. So I also, that challenge was that people were mixing my oils with other chemicals, which was not too good. So if you come in with an oil that you're using a different shampoo and a different conditioner, and then hair food and all that. So that was another inspiration. You don't need money, but the little that you have, you can create something, solve a problem. And once people buy into that, you can easily, go ahead, inspire people because it has worked for you. That is what I always say. I didn't have millions. I didn't have that money that people are looking after to start a business.
Right.
It's a story, it's a journey, and this is how far God has brought us. Now we have our own shampoo based with our own natural honey and shea butter that we have formulated. It's working, and because we have a salon, that is what we are promoting, that people will use our product and recommend it to others, because we believe that everywhere is a global brand.
Yes.
We are cooking. It's not yet cooked, but we have a lot in stock for us, our African hair. So that is where it started, and this is where we are now.
Wow, that's really amazing. When you were talking, I was just trying to take out the key points out of it. So number one, you yourself, you had that issue. What's the name of it? Where
alopecia.
Say it again.
Alopecia.
Alopecia. Yeah. So you yourself, you had that, and then you did. So I would say that it started with you, because you realized that okay, all these chemicals that we are using are not really good for us, and because of that, you started searching. So that actually came from you, and then once you found something that would help you, you decided that you wanted to share that with people. So and even before that, you were doing hair for free. That's when you know that is your passion, when you can do it for free, and it comes to you naturally, because all the things that you are saying, it will not come to me in terms of okay, what ingredients am I going to use and all that. It's not in me. And then you came up with that hair oil that was helping, and people were willing to try. And if you can show us that hair oil, was it to moisturize the hair?
Yeah, that's the hair restore oil. It's still working.
Wow.
Yeah, we formulated. We have amazing testimonies that I can testify. Anybody who comes, use it. In fact, that is what we use in our salon. We don't use any oil. I don't use any. We used to use this forgotten their names, because hair polishers, for people who straighten their hair and give it glossy. This works. This is amazing. You just need a little, and it works. And we have our hair food. We have 2 different flavors, and it works on tough hair. Normally, people will say, "Oh, I can't go natural because my hair is tough. I can't comb it. So if I apply the relaxer, my hair would be soft and easy to manage." Our hair food has a conditioner. It softens and you can manage any tough hair. In fact, tough hair is our play field. Bring your tough hair to us and we partition it. Once you use our conditioner, which is a treatment conditioner, it detangles. And amazingly, I'm not going to bombard you with a lot of product, but I'm just going to tell you how amazing these products work. For those who have their braids.
Let me stop you right there. So now you talked about the hair restore oil. And then you talked about the conditioner. And when you were talking, you're like, it's good for any kind of hair. If you look at my first daughter's hair, it is so thick. And I think some people have the hair that we call it pepeshi, if you remember that term. So sometimes by the time I finish doing the hair, my shoulder is hurting. She herself, she said, so sometimes it's not as if that people want to use chemicals, but then you realize that the child is suffering and you yourself, you don't have any joy in doing the hair. So then you get the texturizers, you get the relaxers, and you realize that, okay, once you start using it, it loses its, I call it buoyancy. You know, so it is great that you can have a natural product that has no chemicals, that is actually good for the skin and for the scalp, and still do this amazing job. Amazing. I just want to recognize people who have joined us. Thank you so much. I do appreciate all my guests. I'm going to let Rose continue with the other products, but I want to acknowledge you for your time. Hilda Hilson says, love AFROKINKS products. And Linda Agaji, she said, hey guys, you remember Linda?
Linda.
And thank you, my husband, also for joining in. I know he's very busy out there, but he decided to also tune in and watch us.
Shout out.
Let me call you Nunya. I love that name.
Nunya.
This is amazing. This you have no idea the kind of problems that you will solve in homes. Where doing hair is not fun because the kids are screaming and you are getting frustrated. And all these products that we buy is going to detangle it, use the hair pudding, use that. It doesn't do the job. You know, so if we have our own African products like honey and shea butter and tea tree and hemp that is doing the job, this is amazing. Rose, continue with the other lines of product that you were showing. You showed the restore oil and then you show the conditioner. What you got?
The wash, that's a conditioner for all type of hair. What we realize is the clients will come, oh, my hair is not natural. I say, whether you go natural or not, my focus is use natural ingredients based. I hope you're getting it.
I get it.
Use natural ingredients based. Most supermarkets have synthetic and they have less of our natural ingredients.
Yes.
I'm repeating that. Most synthetic products have less of our natural ingredients. It will amaze you. People don't look at the instructions and the ingredients because they're just going for the brand.
Yes.
Oh, this, I don't want to mention any brand, but they don't work as fast as ours because the percentage of the natural ingredient that we have access to, we are making good use of it, works faster than that. You would buy a lot of that and it would take a longer time, but ours is formulated in such a way.
Hello, Rose. You are a little frozen.
We use, and we have the hair shampoo and the conditioner. Yeah. We also have this salad. We have the hair deodorizer, which refreshes the scalp. It's good for locks. And mind you, I'm also, how do you call it? Promoting locks. Why am I promoting that? Locks keeps growing because you don't comb your hair. It keeps growing. for me, because of my work schedule, and yeah, I am comfortable in the locks. You can go swimming. It keeps growing. This is amazing. 3 years, and I still have, this is my own God-given hair, and it's amazing how I started. On Instagram, I still have when I started. It was short, no hope. People say, oh, I don't have the patience. I said, okay, wait for that moment. And I waited and waited. People saw the progress. And that is the patience as well. When you're in business or you want to grow something, you need patience. You need to tolerate a lot of patience. So this is the result of my patience. That is my hair as well.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, Nunya, I just love what you are doing, because I would say it's life change. It's going to save life. It's going to save time. You have no clue. I have 2 girls, all natural hair. My hair is natural. Everybody in my family, all the women, we have natural. Even now, my mother-in-law, she has natural hair.
That's
and getting a good product. You know, sometimes they will say it has shea butter in it, but maybe that shea butter, the percentage is like a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
And the rest is all chemical. So it doesn't really do the job. So because if I have these products, I will have my natural hair all the time. Because you know how it is, sometimes it's tangled, you don't have the time. Let me just go ahead and slap on this wig, and then you keep going. You know, and I was at a point where I was like, maybe one day I'll cut my hair, you know, just to save me all this time and headache, you know. But I love what you are doing with AFROKINKS. And I'm glad that it was something that you and I know that God put in your heart, you know, because for you to pursue it and actually make a business out of it, it got to be God. Because I know that when you started and you were doing it, some of your clients, you probably would have given them for free, you know, to try it. So initially, there wasn't any money in it, but you still kept at it. That's when you know that it's your passion, right? You know, and now it has become a global name. I was scrolling on Facebook and I saw your video, I think, and I saw a flyer that you were launching your products at Labadi Beach Hotel. I said, this is amazing. And sometimes people are looking at you now and they don't realize the journey that you have been on, how painful sometimes it was, and how sometimes the people who are even close to you will try to talk you out of it, as if, oh, go and find something else to do. And you say you used to be a tutor at Kolebu, right? What were you teaching in Kolebu?
Amazing. This is off track, but I'm teaching nursing informatics. Can you imagine? And the salon, but I love teaching. I love impacting. And this is where I find myself teaching young ladies, and they are inspired. They're like, oh, I don't need money. I don't need, you just need to have that. And you know, nursing has this course, entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And in fact, COVID has opened our eyes that you can't do one job and just a little. It might be baking, it might be anything.
Yes.
Anything, just something you love doing. And it will amaze you where that can take you.
Wow.
So this is where I find myself. I teach young girls who want to be nurses, and they are all out there and they love it. And I always encourage them to come out with their passion.
Yes.
It might be a topic in medicine, okay? Just a topic. Just be conversant in that.
Yes.
You'll be amazed. People will consult you for that. You say, oh, I don't have any passion, but you are learning medicine. You have topics that are problems to people.
Yes.
So you are solving problems, you are saving lives, and this is a healthy way of living. And you, Sandra, you should also know that what you're also doing, life and living it.
Yes.
You have food, supplements, you are teaching people to live and eat good food, and you are solving a problem.
Wow.
It's all about solving problems and then getting the results. When I see hair growth, I'm happy.
Oh,
When I
man.
see clients recommending AfroKinks, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I go, oh my God, this is your doing. So
Wow.
you are just happy that
Yeah.
people are loving what you're doing. And God has been
Amazing.
good. Yes. And I have a good team. I have a good team behind me. You can't do this alone without a team, I tell you.
Yeah.
And I'll always mention them because they have been amazing.
Wow.
Shout out to them. Oh, yeah.
Let me
Some
do a
don't
better
work
shout out.
on
We want to give a shout out to all the team at Afro
all
King.
the amazing
You
team. I love them. Mwah,
you
mwah, mwah,
guys
mwah, mwah.
rock, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow. Let me read a little bit of comment. My husband says, wow. And Vivian Sefako, she says, I'm
Mm,
enjoying the program. Linda Gaji
mm.
says, hey, kudos, my sisters. And Linda again says, love these products. And my husband says, you ladies rock. Wow,
Yeah.
this is amazing. I'm always amazed when people listen to what's on the inside of them. In
Mm.
spite what anybody says, they follow the gift and the leading of the
Hello.
Holy Spirit, even
Yeah.
though beginning it might not pay much.
Mm-hmm.
Beginning, sometimes you might look like a fool because
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, what are you wasting your time here? There's no money coming in. You're just spending money, spending your time. Nothing is coming in. But then you keep
Mm.
at it consistently,
Consistent.
every day,
Yeah.
one day at a time, you keep going. And then
Mm.
one day you will have that suddenly.
Mm.
Suddenly something blows up. Suddenly I see your video on Facebook. There's
Mm.
no way I would have contacted you, right? Rose, we haven't talked since well, Holy
Yes.
Trinity Day.
Oh my God.
We haven't talked, you know. But when I
Yeah.
saw this, I was like, no, I need to get in touch with her. She is doing amazing. The world has to know of this product.
Mm. Mm.
Amazing.
Mm.
I have Sister Rosina from UK. She says, hello, boss ladies.
Mm.
And my
Hi.
hair is by Sister Rosina. She shipped it all the way from UK to the United
Oh.
States. Yes, thank you. And she also has the same hair that you have. So I know that she's going to be so much interested in this all natural. We are all
Oh.
about all natural. If we
Yeah.
can use less chemicals on our
Mm.
bodies, especially the food that we put in our mouth and what we
Mm-hmm.
put on our bodies, it's going to
Good.
save us. And you know, Rose, a lot of these hair chemicals has been associated with infertility.
Fibroid, name it. Cancer.
Yes,
Because if you have a sensitive scalp, ask yourself, why is it that anytime you apply a hair dye,
yes,
your scalp itches or you have a reaction?
yes.
Why do they tell us that don't apply the chemical to the scalp? They know it because they know that when it touches the scalp, this is what is going to happen. So if you don't get a good person who would apply the chemical to the scalp, it means that prolonged use, you're going to have what it takes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So now we looked at the Restore oil, we've looked at the
Hair food.
conditioner, we've looked at the hair food, we've looked at the shampoo and the hair deodorizer. I
Yeah.
know that your line is going to expand to hair dyes, you know, like,
Good.
yeah, because sometimes we want to get the highlights and everything in, but at the same time, you are thinking of the chemicals. So
Yeah.
this is just the beginning of great things to come. I
And
am
we are
so
cooking.
excited.
Yes. And then we
Wow.
have for kids.
What's that, Rose?
You want to know? Is a
Yeah.
repair conditioner for kids. See the
Oh, amazing.
they're
Amazing.
not left out. So we are
Wow.
cooking and just be on the hook. We would launch out soon, and I'm just believing God that it will be a global brand as God has promised it to be. Yeah.
Yes. And I think that God has also seen your faithfulness when it was so small. and
Yeah.
nobody actually will recognize you or give you the
No, 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 no,
respect that you needed. But you were still faithful at it.
no.
Do not despise the days of small beginnings, right?
Mm.
Because what God has put on the inside of you is big, it's huge, but it's
Yeah.
a journey. If God gave you everything from day one, you would die, because you haven't grown to it, you haven't exercised your spiritual muscles. And now look at you. I am so 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 happy. And Rose, I know that you even had the FDA, you had to go through the FDA
Oh
approval
yeah.
process. How was it
Mm.
in Ghana? I know.
You
How was
know,
it dealing with the Food and Drugs Administration in Ghana?
oh, amazingly, I started long ago and I had to stop because you know the process.
Yes,
It has to be of a standard.
yes,
It's not only out there where you are. Somebody can sue you for a wrong, application. So they would have to come in to get the quality they want for the
mhm,
market.
yes,
And yeah, they had to come to my premises where we formulate, inspect, make sure we have the standard. And even
mm,
as we want it to go out there globally,
mm,
it's a standard. We have
yes,
this GSI we have to go through
mm,
for especially Canada. If we wanted to compete in other countries, there
yes,
is a standard that it has to go through. Thank God we have the FDA. That is the first step. So
okay,
we'll go ahead to satisfy all the procedures we need to go through. Before some countries, I know Australia, where my brother is, they are petty. I know all the
wow,
sniffing will have to come in. Canada is another country.
yes.
So we trying hard to satisfy every procedure to make it a top notch so it can compete with other brands on the market.
On the market.
Yeah,
And I know you mentioned about Canada, because Health Canada is very strict when it comes to
exactly.
anything with food and,
Mm,
and all that. And even with my plant-based protein shake that I have, Canada has a
mm,
different labeling. Like we have to put
mm.
all the precautions and everything on it to make sure that it meets the Canadian market. Amazing. Rose, was there a time that you thought that you weren't going to make it? Like,
Oh,
we have like the lowest point. Everybody have their lowest point where you are stuck and you are like, hmm,
ay.
well, was I really meant to do this? God, you got to help me, give me a sign. What was
Oh, I
that
have
moment
a
like?
photo. I have a photo of the first time I did the formulation. In fact, my team, we did the formulation in bulk.
Yes.
It sat on the shelf for 1 whole month.
Wow.
Anytime I wake up, I see it neatly decorated. And I ask myself, oh God, money is gone into this. And here we are, 1 month, weeks, going. And I didn't give up. Even though I saw it and it was beautiful on the shelf, I was like, oh, I wish somebody would just come for everything.
Yes.
And within 1 week, I took it to the shop. Anybody who comes to the shop will pick, can you give me a set? Can you give me this? And I have a picture of that. I'll show that to you. So
Wow.
it's about not giving up, keep focus, and people don't see you much. Let's say you are into hair, you don't make noise. That is it.
Yes.
But it's those clientele who only know your product. So
Yes.
you're like, my competition is myself, my clients, and you have a niche.
Yes.
So going out there, we have a lot of brands. We have brands
Mhm.
in Ghana now, and
Wow.
the competition is there. But I didn't give up. I told myself that we know the value of the product. We know what it does.
Yes.
Once it has worked and we have dedicated it to God, I know that this is going to do wonders and it's going to compete with itself. We are not
Wow.
competing with anybody, but keep persisting, keep the focus, know that don't get stuck, keep pushing.
Yes.
Help will come
Wow.
when it has to come. The
Yes.
right people will come when you need them. Do you
Wow.
get it? Yes.
That's amazing. And I'm sure when it was sitting on the counter for 1 month, that was
Mm,
causing some financial pain, right?
exactly.
Because you're a mother of
Beautiful
3
picture.
boys. The boys have to eat. They have to go
Ah,
to school. You have to pay for tuition. You have to pay employees, right? You have to do all that. The expenses do not stop because your business has stopped. They keep coming. You have to pay for your rent, electricity, and all that.
yeah, 1 whole month.
Wow.
And um, like I was saying, there are a lot of products on the market. You get scared that, oh, you just came in, they don't know your story, and who are you? And your branding too is not on point. So
Yes.
you're like, oh my God, you see this and you're like, oh, but the confidence, you have some soothing um, elements that comes, this works.
Mm.
So whatever it is, whoever gets it, it works for that person. So you are hopeful, you are focused, and you are persistent. And with prayers, you don't have a problem. If you follow
Wow.
these principles, I don't think you'd have a problem. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
Mm,
Thank you
mm,
everybody for watching us. If you
mm.
just joined us, this is Life and Living It, and today I have my amazing guest, Rose Nunya Wetsi, who is the CEO of AfroKink. AfroKink is a global, I would say global empire specializing in natural products to help our hair with no chemicals, to kind of help solve that issue that a lot of us, especially people of color, have when it comes to our hair, so that we can get rid of the
Kinky hair. Mm,
yeah, kinky hair, so that we can get rid of the chemicals and actually use products that will help us, so that we are not throwing our money away, or we are not buying products that will end up harming us,
mm.
but we are investing in the right amount of products. And this is going global, international.
Man.
There's going to be some rebranding in it, but I believe that this came to solve a lot of problems that we have, especially for people of African descent. And also,
Amen.
if you are watching us, I know that you know that I inspire healthy living. That is
Mm,
what I do. I never thought that I'll be doing this at this point in my life, because my master's is in finance, and my first degree is in accounting. So I've always been in the banking field. But one thing for sure is that, as I was talking to Rose, is that it's not about this is what will fetch you. It's about using what you know as your gift. And I
mm,
never even knew that I would be doing this show. I always had the passion, the desire to inspire people, to let people understand that you are not in this alone, that God is with you. You have seeds of greatness on the inside of you, that if you will trust the leading and the leading and direction of the spirit on the inside of you, you will make it in life. And that's why I bring people who have trailblazed, who did not listen or settle for the status quo, but they decided to venture. That's why I bring people like that, so that you will stay inspired and motivated and aspire to greater heights. So having said that, since we are talking about natural stuff, I will always talk about my natural plant-based protein powder. I love
mm.
it. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it because it is healthy. All the ingredients are natural. So if you are looking for a way to increase your protein intake, and
Mm,
you don't necessarily want to do the meat, you can do the meat if you want. But if you want
mm,
all plant-based, this is
mm.
the right way to go. And as you can see, it comes in vanilla and it comes in
Mhm.
chocolate, in dark chocolate.
Ooh,
Everything in this is natural. And what,
yeah.
what I use this thing for is that you can use this to manage your weight.
Mhm,
You can use it to gain weight or to lose weight. Let me explain
mm,
myself. So if you want to stay cut down on your calorie intake, when you get up in the morning, instead of you frying your eggs and your bacon and adding all the Milo and all that, you can have this. So with this, you can just add water to it and drink it. But if you are like me and you want to be a little bit fuller, you can add your greens like your spinach or your kale, add that to it, blend it in a smoothie, drink it, or you can add fruits that are low in sugar. So talking
mm,
about berries, you can add blueberries or strawberries or whatever you want, and add that to it in a smoothie. And when you drink it, it's a complete meal because it has all the nutrients that it has the healthy carb because they use millet and organic quinoa for the carb because you still need a little bit of carb to give you the fuel or the energy, and the
Yeah.
protein is from soy, so it's all plant-based, and it has
Yeah.
over 17 variety of fruits and vegetables in it. So you have your vitamin
Wow.
A, you have your vitamin C, you have your calcium, you have your magnesium, you have your B complex, B6. You have all of that in this plant-based protein powder. So for people who are trying to, if you want to use this to lose weight aggressively, then you can do two healthy meal replacement. That means that you have this in the morning and then you have it in the evening. It's going to make you full. And in the afternoon, you can have your regular food. You can have your plantain with your spinach. Just make sure that your carb is manageable, portion control. And this is also good for everybody, for kids. I even use this for pancakes. So you just
Oh
mix
yeah.
this with eggs, and that's your pancake. You can
Oh
use
yeah.
this to bake cookies. So it has multi-purpose use, and it's very,
Wow.
very, very affordable. We live in this age that investing in something natural is the way to go. Because I always
Right.
say, if you think staying healthy is expensive, try being sick.
Yeah.
Not only will you not be able to do anything, but
Yeah.
you will also spend money buying chemicals to treat this disease. So if you need
Mm-hmm.
this plant-based protein shake, please contact me, send me a message, send me WhatsApp, and I'll make sure that you get it. Miss CEO of AFROKINKS. Amazing. Oh my
I'm like a
goodness.
CEO.
But I say CEO, but she's very down to earth. Rose is very
Yeah.
humble. She's always been like that, always smiling. And I'm glad that God has chosen her. When God gives you a gift, it means that He has chosen you, to
Yeah.
be that person to provide penalty or solution to problem. And for Rose, a solution to her. This
Yeah.
is amazing. We all laugh at her. And Rose, for those who just joined us, just go ahead and reiterate your products. Maybe you can pick the oil that you started, what you use in the oil,
Yeah.
and what it does in the hair.
So we saying that the oil that we have formulated is not a heavy oil that can't penetrate into the hair. It works for anybody who has alopecia, who has bald frontal, who has braids, who have the weave-ons, and because of its application, the end applicator bottle, it goes through, it's easy to apply, okay? So this is a special formulation that we started with and it worked magic and it's still working. So we have the Restore Oil, and then we have the conditioner for tough hair. And for those who want to grow their hair, we are not leaving you out. This works wonders.
That's the hemp.
Yeah, that's the hemp oil and then castor all blended together.
Okay.
We also have a conditioner for tough hair, those who have, I can't manage my hair, I need to relax it. This is good for you.
Wow.
We also have the hair food, which best for twist out. People normally will use styling gel, echo, and all that. This turns out great when it comes to detangling and making sure that hair is easily managed, okay?
Wow.
Good turnout when...
Men can use it too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Men, this, and then the deodorizer. It has a soothing feeling for those who shave. Yeah. Wow. And when you spray, you get that soothing feel on the scalp. It deodorizes. Then we would come out. In fact, we are cooking. Yeah. So when it's cooked, we have the hair splash. I love fragrances. So this will do the trick for anybody. Your weave, you just get up, you spray. The moisturizers give it the best smell that you want all day long. And it does lots of work in one splash. We also have the shampoo, based, honey based. We will not forget the honey because we want to seal moisture. After all the use of the chemicals, Our focus is we want to seal the moisture that the hair has lost. Okay, so both shampoo and conditioner has honey that is the base. Okay, so all said and done, we have about 5, and then the kids are not left out. My babes are not left out. We have something cooking for them as well.
Wow.
We will come out. Sandra recommended the hair dye. We would make sure that we test. We normally will have to do a test on clients to see how, long and how they react before we put it on the market for sale. So we'll add more. And of course, that is the demand of the clients. They want everything natural. We don't want to mix chemical with natural and then we want a holistic results feedback. So
Wow.
that is the use of our natural ingredients here. We are promoting go natural. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you, Sandra.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Thank you, Didi, for joining us. She said, hello, boss ladies. Rose, this is fantastic. I mean, I can talk to you for hours and hours, but I think that with everything that you've shared and for people who'll be watching this on the replay, this is amazing. And and I know that if you are in the United States, if you are in Canada, that's my terrain, and you need this product, send me a message, and then I'll make sure that you're able to get in touch with Rose and get. I am getting mine on special order because I've been praying for this. I'm telling you, I just did my. I can't do both of their hair the same day because it takes a long time trying to detangle it after having used a detangler, shampoo, a detangler, hair pudding, 2 of them. I still have to, still, it's just, so I had to do one's hair on Monday, another hair on Tuesday. And it takes a long time just detangling. So this is an answer to my prayer, and I know that it's going to be an answer to a lot of people, their prayers. And Rose, what are your last words before we sign off? For anybody who took the time to join us on this program.
Anybody who wants to be in business or who wants to use natural products, or which one?
Anything that you want to share from your heart.
I want to share focus, prayer, persistence, patience. Patience is key. Patience, a lot of patience. Patience goes hand in hand. You prepare a meal, you wait for it to work. Okay, that is patience. If you don't have the patience, you do things in haste.
Yes.
Some people say, oh, you have too much patience, you are too dull, but it's for a reason.
Yes.
Okay, especially when you are in tune, you hear what your father says, wait, go, stop. You are in tune, okay? So you don't move ahead. That is what I need to tell people who want to start something. The money will come, it will chase you. People will chase you. Wow. It will come. Sandra, I said I don't need to say no to you. I'm being chased, but it's all the favor of God, okay? We know that it will go. We are not in a rush, and we know we have to put certain things in place. And at the right time, it will be boom, and everybody would tune in and share in the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. That was words of wisdom. I'm in business myself, and I have a lot of my business partners watching us. So sometimes when you get to some point in your life and things are not happening, that's when you know that God is working the most, when everything is silent. And I'm glad that you didn't give up, Rose, because if you had given up, we would not be sitting here having this conversation. You would not have provided that solution that I need in my house.
Exactly.
So this has been amazing. And if you're watching us and you ever thought of giving up on something that you are doing, this is a reassurance and a word from God that don't give up. Keep at it. And she said, patience. I'm working on my patience. because I'm choleric. So you
I
see, if you
know.
need things moving like that, hey, keep it. We need things moving. You know, we don't understand when things are not moving and things are slow. But I'm
Yeah.
learning to be patient, and
Me
patience is a
too.
virtue.
Mm,
Yes.
mm, mm.
Wow. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Sister Favor Arable. She said, good evening, boss ladies. If I couldn't read it, maybe because the message went too fast. But I want to say thank you to all my audience who tuned in to join us today. If you need to get in touch with Rose, get in touch with me. I'll make sure that you get in touch with Rose. And Rose, where are you located? I know you are in Tesano, right? In Accra.
Yes, we're in the heart of Tesano. And our Instagram page, we are doing well there, _AFROKINKS.
Okay.
And those in Ghana can locate us in Tesano. Google Map will bring you directly to AFROKINKS.
Okay.
And then on Facebook, we are doing well. Facebook is AFROKINKS. Sandra has inspired me to be on Facebook, so we will be there. And then on Twitter, at _AFROKINKS. That one's, don't worry, when the rebranding comes, you hear of us, okay?
Yeah.
So we're doing well with Instagram. If you want to make orders, tell us ahead the quantity you want and everything. We will DM me. I don't know whether I should put my number there, but
Yeah,
on Instagram.
You can. And after that, I'm going to put all your information, your
That's
Instagram
okay.
handles,
Good.
telephone number, everything. But if somebody is watching us right now and they want to write it, can you just give your number out?
Okay, in Ghana.
Rose, frozen a little bit. But the network has been fantastic since she came on. Normally, I'm kind of leery when I'm having people from other countries because of network problems. But she is frozen, but we were almost done anyway. Thank you, Sister Mariam, for joining us. She said, good evening, boss ladies. And Sister Amma Rosina, my very own, she said, wow, God bless you. So I'm going to leave it here since Rose is frozen. She didn't get a chance to say goodbye, but I'm going to end the show here. Take care, everybody. This is Sandra with Life and Living It. God bless you. Thank you for joining me and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.